On January 30, 2023, my sister Anna died after being treated for colon cancer for a couple of years. The first anniversary of her death, so January 30, 2024, I hadn't made any plans. I wasn't sure how I was gonna feel on that day, and so I just decided not to make any plans and just to kind of use my energy however I felt like. When I woke up that day, I was reflecting on growing up with her as a sister and what that meant for me. She actually studied library science and became a research librarian at the Massachusetts Historical Institute. She was a bookworm, though that was not the only part of her personality. She was also a fierce advocate of equality and human rights, and she was always looking to make space for other people. And when I was entering my middle school years, she was right there with all these books that really centered, kids being empowered and young girls making change and adventuring and just being at the center of their own world. And so I was thinking on that day about how that really shaped who I am, being surrounded by these books where women were at the center of their own story and, change was in our hands. She really took that energy beyond me. That was the way that she was towards everyone. She was always looking for opportunities to empower those around her, no matter who they were. I wanted to just channel that energy. I was feeling more sad, less about my loss and more about the world losing that energy. And so I decided to start this fundraiser. I just hopped on my Instagram stories and started a fundraiser for the Deschutes Public Library, partly because she would have really strongly believed that community is where you should put your energy. You should build around you and invest in your own local community. We grew up about 2 blocks from our local library, and it was one of the first places that I was allowed to walk by myself. I've always found libraries to be a neutral space that is welcoming to everybody. It doesn't matter who you are. It's a place that you can come and find information. It's a place you can come to find stories that represent you, and a safe place to explore who you are and what you believe with other people. I asked people to donate, and I just said, hey, I want to use this day to raise money for the library. That's how I want to use my energy today. But at the very end, I said, if you don't have the means to donate, or you've already donated your dollars for this year, or you donated but you have kids, take them to the library, find the most empowering book you can, and read that to them in Anna's honor. And that part of the day ended up being just such an outpouring of love. People were sending me all day long these stories that they were reading to their kids or that they were going to read to their kids. People told me that they got their first public library card in their own library. At the end of the day, my friend Lizzie sent me a picture of this book she read to her kids, and she said, we went to the library and we chose this book, and then we put this day on our calendar as Anna's Radical Library Day moving forward. It was so unexpected that part of it kind of blew up. People actually embodying who I think Anna was and seeing the impact that her memory still has. My community made this day, and I love that even the way that it happened was a communal effort. It wasn't just me, it was everybody. So this year we'll have a website and we'll have a larger way to participate, and we're really excited to just kind of expand this energy and welcome more people into the day. It's a day to read empowering books to your kids or to yourself, and a day to help those around you have space to feel seen and empowered.